All right, this is Deanna Marie, and welcome back here to the Clusie. And today we're going to be talking about how right before you get a breakthrough, sometimes it's going to look like utter chaos. You don't know what's going on, but God knows what's going on. The enemy knows what's going on. And so let's get started. All right, so the Bible verse today is going to be 1 Samuel chapter 30, verse 6. That is for you. So make sure you open up the Bible, pray, let God minister and talk to you, and, get in the word, people, and let him speak to you how he wants to speak to you. Okay, so the topic today, right before you get a breakthrough, right before you receive your major blessings, right before you get all of this stuff that God wants to give you, sometimes it's going to look like utter chaos, okay? It looks like chaos because sometimes it's from God, sometimes it's from the enemy, and you don't know what's going on, okay? God's trying to reorganize things because he has to resituate things in order to give you the blessing. The enemy is trying to stop it, so he knows that he can't really stop God from doing it, but he can deter you and make you get off the path, and so he's going to try to demoralize you and make you feel like it's never going to happen, and then you give up, okay? So right before David becomes king, okay, you have a couple different things going on in his life. Okay, you got Saul's trying to kill him, right? Has run him out of the kingdom, and so he's being chased down and Saul's trying to kill him. He's working for the Philistines, right? And they discover who he is. So basically they say, hey, why would we let you work for us still? You're going to end up fighting against us. You're fired. Get out of here. So you got that. Then he's going to go home to where he's stationed his family and his men's families and all of their belongings. And everything's been stolen from the camp. Okay. Then you got Saul still chasing him. There's still a war going on. Saul's consulting, mediums and psychics and trying to figure out what's going on because God's not communicating with him anymore. But the verse today, it says all of that stuff's going on, and David is distressed, right? Because who wouldn't be distressed when that's going on? You would think, God, you told me that I'm going to be king. I didn't ask to be king. You came and you sent Samuel and you found me. I didn't ask for any of this. I did not ask for this. I would have been just fine being a shepherd boy over here, and I was just fine doing that. But God, you picked me, and now this is a mess. It's a hot mess, and you're looking around and you're like, this doesn't look like anything that God's promised me. Because some of you guys, God's promised you that you're going to be married. So you know what it looks like if you haven't found the spouse that God has for you? It probably looks like you're never going to find him. You don't know what's going on. You've probably been out on bad date after bad date, and you're at the point where you're just like, I would rather live by myself and just be done than have to do any more of this. Okay, that's what that's going to look like. Right before your business gets a breakthrough, what does it look like? Your sales are maybe start plummeting. You're going to be like, man, this is not working. God told me to open up this. All of a sudden, you're going to be losing money. You don't understand. You're looking around and you're like, all of the people that you thought were going to be helping you and working for you, they've walked away. That's what that's going to look like, okay? What's going on? God has to reorganize things because he's getting ready to move in your life and put this blessing in your life, right? So some people can't be there because they're going to take advantage of it. You got to see who people are. So you got the first thing. Next thing is he has to get rid of people, and he has to get rid of things and objects and certain attitudes and things that you may have about yourself that he needs you to get rid of so that he can give you what you've prayed for. Okay? The enemy wants you to completely give up. He knows what God's doing. He knows that he can't stop God, but man, he can sure as heck try to stop you. He can make you give up. He can make you turn away from it. He can make you stop doing what you're doing. And that's all that is. Because when David gets, basically fired from working for the Philistines, he goes home and all of his stuff is stolen. Now, that's the enemy trying to make him give up. It's the enemy trying to make the other men want to kill him and turn on him. That is the enemy. You know what God is? God's the one that steps in and sends somebody that gives David all of the information that he needs to go get his stuff back. God's the one that had the Philistines fire him so that he could become the king of Israel, because he's not meant to just be somebody who's working somewhere else. He's meant to be king. He's meant to be king. And he doesn't think he's going to be king probably, or he doesn't understand what's going on. But there's a whole big chaotic redistribution that goes on right before you get everything that you've prayed for. So do not get off your path. Do not stop doing what you're doing. If God has told you to do something, you continue to do it. And I don't care how distressed you are. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care if you're tired, if you're sick, if you're whatever. You keep going, because God is right there and he's getting ready to do what he said he's going to do. The only person that can stop what he's getting ready to do is you. And that's if you listen to the enemy. If you say, I'm too tired to keep working today. I can't do this. I'm exhausted. I've been doing it for so long. I've seen nothing. You're getting ready to see a big something if you just don't give up. Don't give up. I'm telling you right now, because you'll regret it until the day you die, because you're going to say, what if I wouldn't have given up on that business? Would it have been a success? What if I wouldn't have given up on finding, the one or whatever for my marriage? Would I be happily married right now? And the answer is yes. So please, don't give up on what God said he's going to do, okay? So anyways, like, share, subscribe, and comment as always, and I will see you guys back here next time.